Okay, let's bring in Tre Lovell, a civil trial attorney. Tre, thank you so much for your time on this. First of all, what was your reaction to this newest and latest allegation of more than 100 additional victims?
Hi, Nicole. Nice to be with you. It's the proverbial snowball coming down the hill. When you've been living a lifestyle, not just one or two incidences, but a lifestyle which Diddy seems to have led, there's a lot of people, a lot of activity out there. And to be honest, I don't think it's over. I don't think we're at the precipice yet. We're going to see these new claims come out in different states, different jurisdictions. The additional ones will follow. And people are kind of jumping on the bandwagon. And the indictment and the initial civil lawsuits gave a lot of these victims the courage to come forward. Which is probably why they didn't come forward before. And now we're seeing it.
And the lawyer for those alleged victims, we heard from him in that first soundbite, holding that press conference, but not yet actually filing the lawsuit. When do you think that could happen, and what is the strategy there?
Here's the strategy. He's letting it known that he's going to be filing these lawsuits, and they're going after different defendants, not just Diddy. They're going to go after potentially celebrities, high-level executives, venue owners, things like that that may have been involved. So what they're going to do is they're going to announce the lawsuits that are coming, most likely file them under a Jane Doe for the plaintiffs, and they're not going to name any of these other defendants, but they're going to reach out to them and say, hey, listen, we're going forward. We can try to work out a deal now. We can try to settle the claims. If we do, nobody will ever know your name. It'll be under confidentiality, and that'll be it. If not, here's the lawsuit. We're going to put you right into the middle of it. You're going to be outed. You're going to be part of the Diddy criminal scandal. That's going to trigger a lot of settlements. So it's tactical. It's letting people know that the cases are coming. It's reaching out to these high-level defendants. It's going to be securing a lot of settlements that none of us are ever going to hear about, and then going forward against the ones that wanted to fight.
Yeah, and it's important, for people to remember this is completely separate from the federal case that is currently against Diddy right now. But Tre, there's word that his lawyers are still trying to get him some type of pretrial release. Do you think there's any chance that happens before his trial?
I do. They're going to go to the Court of Appeal. And the reason is this. The question is, the concerns that the government has and even the judge had in the trial court was whether or not he's going to be a flight risk and whether or not he can effectively reach out to witnesses and tamper testimony. But I think as long as his team can show, hey, we can control this, we can ensure that he has home confinement. He's constantly monitored. There are people with him 24/7. We take away his cell phone devices, his computer access, his ability to reach out. This can be, provided updates, daily, weekly to the prosecution. I think if they can show that they can actually alleviate the concerns of him being a flight risk or of him tampering with witnesses, I think the Court of Appeal may be inclined to allow that, subject to some pretty strict conditions.
And Tre, we're hearing, so many things come out. It feels like every day there is something new. What is most damning to you at this point?
I think at this point it's just you have corroboration among the many. When you have one, two, or three claimants come out against somebody or something, credibility could be an issue. Mixed up facts could be an issue. But when you have a consistent barrage of victims of claims that are very, very similar, it really gives credibility to the allegations. And each time new lawsuits are filed, new claims are coming out, new people are speaking out. It really just further, solidifies, that something is very wrong here. And I just don't think, we're done. I think much more is going to come out. His defense team's going to have their hands full. And the truth about this individual's life is going to be out there for everybody to be judged, both criminally and civilly.
And my last question for you, Tre, there are reports of some celebrities, wiping some of their social media, from years past. Anything that had any reference to Sean Combs. Do you think the associates, do you think the friends of Diddy should be concerned at this point?
Yes. I mean, the issue is those that participated in any of these sex parties and this criminal activity should be very nervous.